Ever felt like the small things you do don't matter? Think again. In this powerful video, I'll show you how simple, everyday actions can spark profound change, not just in your life, but in the lives of others. Through inspiring stories, personal reflections, and actionable advice, you'll learn to see the beauty in small acts and how they create ripples that shape a better world. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to spread the impact. And subscribe for more weekly life lessons. Hey there, you ever wonder if the little things you do make any difference? I used to. For years, I thought impact came only from big, bold moves, changing careers, starting companies, or traveling the world. But then, life taught me a humbling lesson. Sometimes the smallest gestures carry the biggest weight. Today, let's talk about small acts and how they can create big impact. By the end of this video, you'll see how simple, intentional moments can ripple outwards, touching lives in ways you'd never expect. I want you to picture a pebble dropping into a still pond. That single action, the drop, sends ripples outward, endlessly touching the surface. Life works the same way. Let me share a story with you. A few years ago, I was at a coffee shop. A stranger ahead of me paid for my drink without saying a word. I didn't know them, and they didn't know me. But that simple gesture stuck with me. It brightened my whole day. Inspired, I passed it on. I bought lunch for someone later that afternoon. Months later, I bumped into that same stranger, and we laughed about how their small act had started this chain of kindness we'd both been part of. It may seem insignificant at first, a coffee, a smile, holding the door open. But here's the truth. Small acts often inspire big change. They're contagious. And the best part? You don't need money, power, or a big platform to start. You just need intention. Now let's talk about the small things within. It's easy to focus on the outside world, career, relationships, goals. But the truth is, the biggest ripples start in your own mind. A few years back, I started a simple practice. Every morning, I'd write down one thing I was grateful for. It took less than a minute, but over time, it transformed my mindset. Gratitude doesn't just shift your perspective. It's a small act that rewires your brain for positivity. I also learned the power of being present, truly present. Whether I was listening to a friend or savoring a quiet moment, mindfulness helped me realize life's most meaningful experiences are often the smallest, quietest ones. So ask yourself, what small habits can I build today? Maybe it's calling a loved one, taking a mindful breath, or even smiling at yourself in the mirror. These tiny choices may seem like drops in a vast ocean, but they add up. The question is, will you make them count? I've heard countless stories about the power of small acts. Let me share a few favorites. There was a school teacher I met last year who made it her mission to write one positive note for each of her students. Just a sentence or two. She had no idea those notes would stay with her students for years, some even framing them on their walls. Then, there's the janitor at a hospital who greets everyone with a heartfelt, "Good morning." Patients say his smile is often the first thing that gives them hope when they arrive. See? Small acts, big impact. These aren't grand gestures, they're human moments, and they remind us every action, no matter how small, has the potential to create a ripple effect we may never fully see. Now it's your turn. Right now, think of one small act you can do today. Maybe it's complimenting a coworker, sending a kind text, or helping a neighbor. The key is to act. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Just start. Here's the beauty of it. Even when we feel powerless, our small acts can add meaning to someone else's day. And who knows, that one moment of kindness might inspire them to pay it forward. That's how movements begin. That's how change happens. You don't need to change the world all at once. You just need to drop a pebble and trust the ripples will follow. If this video spoke to you, I'd love to hear about the small acts you plan to do. Leave a comment below and let's inspire each other. And remember, the next time you think the little things don't matter, think again. Sometimes it's the smallest acts that leave the biggest legacy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.